I'm back in KLM's 787 business class today, flying down to Africa. So what's it like in 2025? Let's find out. Welcome back to Amsterdam Schiphol. Once again, a lot of great adventures start from here, and today I'm flying to Nairobi on the KLM 787-10. If you've been a long-time viewer, you might feel like that sounds familiar. I did a flight radar video about flying business class on the 787-10 to Nairobi a few years ago. Now it's time to do one for this channel. And to see how KLM is in 2025. Is it the same as it was then? I've always been a big fan. I've heard people say their quality has slipped. I haven't seen it. Always fun to go down to Africa. Going to be connecting to Kenya Airways over to Dar es Salaam and Zanzibar. All in business class. So that'll be another video. For now, let's head down to Kenya on KLM.
Welkom bij KLM SkyTeamPartner vlucht.
This seat is very nice and functional. Is it the best, most private seat? No. Are there some annoying issues with it? Yeah, kind of. But it looks good, and it's overall very comfortable to sit and sleep in. Alright, this beautiful KLM cabin and seat, I really love it. And this plane is super fresh. It was delivered just in August. So it still has that smell of like really straight from the factory. Really nice. Special mocktail. They didn't have this last time I flew KLM long haul, which admittedly it's been a while, but really nice. Spirulina, lemon, I'm not sure what else. Yeah, tasty. The color is the best part. If I were at KLM, I might suggest a redesign of these menu covers. This color and pattern aren't really doing it for me. I'll put the contents in the description.
We are completely ready, so once everybody is seated, everything is arranged in the cabin, we will be starting our engines and taxi out to the departure runway here in a southerly direction.
The information on board your KLM flight through the fine art of Delft Blue.
Taxiing at Schiphol, on board KLM, headed to Africa. It's something I've had the privilege to do a few times now. Always such a thrilling feeling. I just love it. Movie selection looks pretty good, plenty of new titles and things I wouldn't mind watching. On the TV side, I'm less impressed, but could be worse. This is a very cute little setup here, nice little champagne glass, and then I asked especially to have the Dutch flag in the salmon. It's not supposed to come in that, it usually comes only in the cheese dish, but that looks really nice. And I got the little cheese dish so we can look at that as well. Very cute with the flag. Not usually my thing. Cubes of hard cheese I tend to avoid, but it looks nice. Overflying the Alps, always a highlight of these flights. It's a pretty clear day, at least in this part. Yeah, I was gonna say Austria, and I think I'm right. Time to try the champagne. It's not as good as what Air France is serving, but not bad either. 6 out of 10. It's looking really nice, actually. The presentation's really pretty. Salmon looks good. Yeah, it's good. I like it a lot. Good flavor, fresh. It's a cold dish, but nice. People give KLM a really hard time for their food, but I usually have really good meals on here. Honest, decent food. Nothing too high-end and crazy, but just good. And there's enough of it, too. Pretty nice little salad over here as well. So here we have a nice looking chicken stew, which I think is a good thing for an airplane meal. Stew is always a dependable choice. I think it's a safer bet than the beef that they promised was slow cooked, but I don't know. I've been going nonstop, flying every day all over the place, and I'm feeling it right now. I want to arrive in East Africa relatively rested. Of course, we're going to fly through the night tonight. Kenya Airways flight to Zanzibar stops in Dar es Salaam, departs 1 a.m. from Nairobi, lands in Dar like 3:45, and then does this unbelievably short hop to Zanzibar after that, landing 4:15 in Zanzibar. It's pretty cool if you look at the flight tracking. Generally, they take off Dar es Salaam toward the northwest, and they're basically on the downwind for landing at Zanzibar as soon as they get up. Turn, 15-20 minutes. Maybe get to 6,000 feet. So that's quite a fun one. Although doing it at 3:15 in the morning, I don't know if that's as fun, but I'm going to try and enjoy it. It's an adventure. And new country for me. Country number 84 this will be. Super psyched. I'm doing well the last few days, adding countries. All right, let's eat this. The flavor is pretty good. It's okay. It's nothing mind-blowing. Coconut rice thing going on. The sweet potato's nice. I think the everything but the chicken is the best part of it. The chicken's fine. All right, living the good life here with quite a nice looking, nicely presented dessert with a little star anise on there, kind of heading towards Christmas vibes. Little KLM house chocolate edition, and Bailey's on the rocks for when I'm feeling really decadent. This is what I end the meal with. And afterwards, as I mentioned, planning to pass out hopefully for 3 hours or so. That would be ideal. We got about 5 hours, 20 minutes left to landing. Yeah, really nice autumnal feeling dish actually. Apple, cinnamon, anise, really good. As we approach Africa over the Mediterranean, I want to take a quick look around the seat. And this is one you've probably seen before, including on some of my videos. You have this kind of touch-sensitive panel here with basic recline functions, do not disturb, and light. The thing about this is it can be easy to press it accidentally. I haven't done it this time, but I don't know. I'm not so sure about touch screen or touch-sensitive buttons in many cases. You have the table that comes out from here. Yeah, there's kind of little storage here. I'm not even really sure what it's meant to be for. There's very little storage in this seat, that's one thing. You have this kind of cubby here, which is not the nicest. If you're kind of, as you can see here, if you're kind of stuffing things in there, it's not very aesthetically pleasing. It works. There's a USB-A port in there. There's another one over here and a universal power. Considering this plane is 2 months old, it's kind of surprising to me that it doesn't have a USB-C, but this is an older seat design, and I guess it's also the reason we don't have one of the new sliding door seats is that is presumably not certified on the 787s for KLM. So that's a shame. Now on the older 777s, you'll get a sliding door, more advanced seat, which also has USB-C if I recall correctly. But on the 787s that have been delivered within the last couple of months, you're getting an older generation seat, which is perfectly fine, but it's not the latest thing they have, so yeah, it's a bit of a disappointment. The seat itself is quite comfortable. This blue zone is nicely padded, helps with noise dampening, and is nice to touch as well. You have this little light here, remote. They give you a bottle of water and some headphones, which I haven't really tried. Everything is fine and good, and I can't really complain. But like many things with KLM, it sort of probably could be a little better, probably could be a more high-end, more options, more storage, USB-C. But everything is good. You can't really complain. It all works. And the bed is reasonably comfortable. That's what we're going to try out right now. blanket is a pretty basic thing. It's not super thick, or it's not a comforter, but I think it'll do the trick. It's not too cold on here. It's reasonably nice looking. Oh, and we can't forget about the amenity kit in that little funny pouch. All right, we're going to take a quick look at the amenity kit. Toothpaste tabs, standard socks, standard eye shade, very kind of entry level toothbrush, and kind of tucked away in here, you can't take it out, as a little bag of extra goodies. Lip balm, earplugs, those are actually good to keep if you're someone who's on the ramp at airports a lot. Oh, and they have all these different colors of these KLM pens now. I noticed one of the guys at the gate, KLM staff, had a bunch of these in his pocket. Kind of nice. Although I don't know how often you're going to use a pen that's that small, except when you need it in a pinch to fill out a landing card. Face cream, and that's it. It's funny that they sort of incorporate the little pouch for this stuff in here. It's a cute little bag, but kind of, I don't know. Would I use this on the road? I don't know. Maybe I'm going to try and think of something that this could be used for. It feels reasonably durable, and it's nice fabric. So maybe I can stuff something in there. All right. I think one of my life's quests is going to be to try and master filming myself while reclining a seat like this and not having it look awkward. I may never succeed with that though. Okay. Good night. This remote didn't really work, and I found various things in the seat that didn't seem to be working very reliably, like the recline buttons as well. The hardware feels a bit like it might be the victim of some cost cutting, and that's a shame. I slept maybe 2 hours and then went over to check out the snack basket. Not the most elaborate mid-flight selection, but the snack choices are fun at least, and of course there are stroopwafels. I also thought I might test out the call button response time to order a cup of rooibos tea, and it took about 15 minutes for someone to show up. I was also in the galley earlier, and it was kind of, flight attendant saw me kind of looking around. If I was her, I would have said, "Oh, would you like anything? Something to drink? Can I get you something?" I think that's a nice thing to do in business class, so a little disappointing not to get that. And they've locked the windows dark, which is very frustrating because we're heading into darkness. It's going to be sunset out there, probably right now happening. Might have missed it, the peak of it, but should be some nice light out there. It's always beautiful over Africa, heading south during a day flight, out the right side. And they've locked the windows dark. I can't get any light through. No idea what it's like out there. That makes sense to me if you're talking about short overnight flight, transatlantic. The sun's gonna rise. All people want to sleep pretty much. Yeah, okay. You don't want light pouring in after people have slept 2 hours. This is not the case. It's gonna be getting dark. Time for the little pre-arrival meal, and this was pretty good too. Very typical KLM fare with a kind of poke bowl sort of setup plus a red curry. It was fine. And my favorite part of flying KLM long-haul business, Delft Blue house time. And time to land in Nairobi.
So your hand package in the overhead compartment or under the seat in front of you.
So nice and easy ride into Nairobi, 8 hours.
Nairobi.
So a nice ride into Nairobi, great way to get here really, 8 hours from Amsterdam, day flight on this beautiful plane, it's great. The seat feels a little bit like a previous era. I wish it had the newer one with the door and they had some updated tech like the newest USB-Cs and stuff like that, but it also seems a little bit glitchy, like the recline and things like that. I'm having problems, and I don't know, I just get the sense that it's a bit of a cheap thing, which is unfortunate. Service, you know, some moments that weren't perfect, but overall, I'm still into it. I still think KLM's a really nice way to go, especially when you get that Delft blue house at the end. It's really such a USP for them. It's, for me anyway, I just love that. It's so fun to look forward to that at the end of the flight, and I got the number 106. That's the latest one from this year, so thanks for coming along. And now it's time to do this wacky overnight flight to Zanzibar. Come back to you next week with that one.